floor is open. Okay, you go here, Aishi.
So good afternoon, this is Ayushi Agarwal from ANI. My question is regarding the recent meeting between our High Commissioner in Bangladesh and the advisor to the Prime Minister. Bangladesh has said that it has formally conveyed to India its expectation that Sheikh Hasina should not be allowed to use Indian territory for political speeches or activities that could create instability in Bangladesh. This is ahead of a proposed conference in Delhi tomorrow. What is our response and what was conveyed in the meeting yesterday? So thank you.
Okay. Siddhant.
Hi sir, I'm Siddhant from CNN News 18. Sir, has Bangladesh PM been invited for the BRICS summit? Has he been invited as PM of Bangladesh or chair of BIMSTEC? Thank you.
Okay. Yeshi.
This is Yeshi Seli from Business India. I have a question on Myanmar. There's speculation that the Indian government has sought to exchange territory on the Myanmar-Manipur border because they want to demarcate the border as the fencing work is going on. Any update on that, whether we are doing some kind of a swap with Myanmar on that?
Megha.
Good afternoon, sir. Megha from NewsX. My question is, there's been a video that has been circulated of these terrorists from Pakistan, Lashkar-e-Toiba, saying that 30 to 40 of their commanders have been killed, and they have blamed it on the Indian agencies orchestrating it. What is India's response to this? And my second question about these, 25 US states have come together challenging the latest tariffs that have been imposed by the Trump administration on the 60 countries, including India, where India is now paying those 10% tariffs. How does India react to this? Does India think this is against the US authorities' decision? The US Supreme Court has initially as well, stopped Trump administration from levying these taxes.
Okay, my request to you, please be brief when you ask a question. Siddhant.
Hi, sir. Siddhant from Beyond. So we know India's stance on the situation in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, but there were so-called elections on Sunday. What's India's stance? They were marred by the violence as well. We have seen reports. So what's India's reaction?
Okay. So let me come to these questions. First to Ayushi's question. So the interaction that you are referring to is being organized by a private media entity. The government has no involvement whatsoever in it. Neither does it endorse any views that may be expressed at the forum. जिस वार्तालाप की इन्होंने बात की अभी, वो एक प्राइवेट मीडिया संस्थान उसका आयोजन कर रहा है. भारत सरकार का इस आयोजन से कोई लेना देना नहीं है और साथ ही साथ वहाँ पर इस मंच से उठाए गए विषय या उस मंच से बोले गए शब्दों का कोई समर्थन हम नहीं करते हैं, ना और साथ ही साथ हमारा कोई उससे कोई रिश्ता नहीं है. Siddharth, your question regarding the invitation that has been extended to the Bangladesh Prime Minister. Let me put things before you. You would be aware that a formal invitation to Bangladesh Prime Minister to visit India was extended when he assumed office in February 2026. As far as the BRICS summit is concerned, India has separately extended an invitation to him in his capacity as the current chair of BIMSTEC to attend the outreach session of the 18th BRICS summit, which will be held in New Delhi. The invitation has been extended as per the standard practice being followed in BRICS for the outreach sessions. Other heads of regional groups have also been invited in a similar manner. Ishi, on your question regarding Myanmar, India-Myanmar border issues, there are certain areas on the border between the two countries which are still to be settled, and discussions on those particular sectors are going on between the two sides. Megha, your question regarding the video you talked about, we would say that cross-border terrorism, we continue to call upon countries to take strong action against cross-border terrorism and those promoting cross-border terrorism, and we call upon Pakistan to take strong action against cross-border terrorism and the terrorist infrastructure that they have on their soil that needs to be dismantled. On the other question, look, the conversation between India and the United States on the proposed bilateral trade agreement is ongoing. Both sides have done a lot of work in this regard. There are certain issues which needs finalization, and both countries are working towards finalization of the interim bilateral trade agreement. Siddhant, your question regarding the second phase of elections. This so-called local election in Pakistan occupied Kashmir is a complete farce. The real happening is that of public protests and wanton killings by the Pakistani forces. Such hollow exercises cannot hide reality. Since June this year, at least 90 civilians have lost their lives in the continuing crackdown. Many more have been injured, as you have seen. The Pakistani establishment has answered public discontent with bullets, blackouts, intimidation and repression, and now seeks to manufacture legitimacy through a hollow electoral exercise. It must be held accountable, and the world should see through the veneer of Pakistan's hypocritical lecturing on human rights. पाकिस्तान अधिकृत कश्मीर में यह तथाकथित चुनाव पूरी तरह से एक दिखावा है। वास्तविक स्थिति तो वहाँ हो रहे जन प्रदर्शन और पाकिस्तानी बलों द्वारा की जा रही निर्मम हत्याओं की है। इस प्रकार की खोखले कवायदें वास्तविकता को छिपा नहीं सकती। इस वर्ष जून से अब तक वहाँ जन प्रदर्शन जो चल रहा है उसमें करीबन 90 लोग उसमें मारे गए हैं और कई एक अन्य उसमें घायल हुए हैं। पाकिस्तान की सत्ता व्यवस्था ने जनता के असंतोष का जवाब गोली से, संचार बंदी से, धमकी से और दमन से दिया है, और अब एक खोखले चुनावी अभ्यास के माध्यम से वैधता का भ्रम पैदा करने का प्रयास कर रही है। इसके लिए उसे जवाबदेह ठहराया जाना चाहिए और विश्व समुदाय को मानव अधिकारों पर पाकिस्तान के पाखंडपूर्ण उपदेशों के इस खोखले मुखौटे के पार वास्तविकता को देखना चाहिए। Ashok.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Ashok from The Pioneer. Sir, I have a question regarding the extradition process of fugitive Hussein Sattaf. Last time you said India has initiated the extraditions to UAE. And how many extraditions requests pending with the UAE as of now? Thank you.
Okay.
सर कविता हूँ
कविता
दिल्ली से।
जी।
हाँ सर मेरा सवाल ये है कि अभी हाल ही में एक इस तरह की रिपोर्ट्स आ रही हैं पाकिस्तान की तरफ से कि उन्होंने अपनी लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस पे अटैक करने वाली जो होवित्जर्स गन हैं वो इंडिया के वेस्टर्न बॉर्डर पे खासतौर पे जम्मू कश्मीर के पास में 200 से ज़्यादा नंबर बताया जा रहा है, उसको डिप्लॉय किया है। और ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के बाद इतनी बड़ी डिप्लॉयमेंट पाकिस्तान की तरफ से की गई है गन्स की, हैवी गन्स की, तो इसको इंडिया मतलब क्या इसको चिंता का विषय मानता है या इसको कोई खतरा मानता है, क्योंकि ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के बाद इतनी बड़ी डिप्लॉयमेंट है और क्योंकि टेररिज्म लगातार क्रॉस बॉर्डर पाकिस्तान की तरफ से होता है, तो इस पे आप क्या रिएक्शन?
अच्छा
Sir, Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir is observing August 5th as Black Day to condemn abrogation of Article 370 and 35A, with calls for shutdown in universities and colleges. How does India view this development at a time over 90 people, as you highlighted, have died in POJK Protest since June? Also, the Supreme Court has directed MEA to trace Indian seafarer Deepak Kumar Gupta, who went missing after the drone attack. Last time you highlighted that rescue operations are carried out by both Ukrainian side and Romanian side. What is the current status?
Okay. नीरज.
सर नमस्कार, मैं नीरज दुबे प्रभा साक्षी से. सर बीजिंग में अभी भारतीय दूतावास की ओर से जो ओपन हाउस आयोजित किया गया था, उसमें भारतीयों ने जो समस्याएं बताई हैं, उसमें एक बड़ी समस्या ये उभर कर आई कि सोशल मीडिया पर भारत और भारतीयों के खिलाफ दुष्प्रचार अभियान वहाँ पर बढ़ता जा रहा है, ट्रोलिंग की जा रही है, भारतीय संस्कृति, भारतीय खान पान का मजाक उड़ाया जा रहा है. तो हम जब वार्ता करते हैं तो क्या इन मुद्दों को भी उठाया जाएगा?
नीरज.
सर नीरज न्यूज 18 इंडिया से हमारा सवाल है कि अभी भारतीय उच्चायुक्त बांग्लादेश में हमारे जो है दिनेश त्रिवेदी ने बांग्लादेश के विदेश मंत्री से और वहां के विदेश मामलों के सलाहकार से भी मुलाकात की. इस मुलाकात के दौरान शेख हसीना के संभावित वापसी पे कोई चर्चा हुई? क्योंकि हाल ही में शेख हसीना ने कहा था कि वो दिसंबर में बांग्लादेश लौटेंगी. दूसरा सवाल है, ईरान के चाबहार पोर्ट पर अमेरिकी प्रतिबंधों के बीच ये एक रिपोर्ट आई है कि भारत और ईरान बंदरगाह के प्रबंधन को लेकर कोई इंटरिम डील पर बातचीत कर रहे हैं. क्या सच्चाई है इसमें?
Okay. Ashok, पहला सवाल, first your question regarding the extradition matter that you referred. That specific extradition request was sent to the UAE side. They've asked for some more documentation in that regard, and we are working on this particular matter. As to the number of extradition requests pending with them or with us on extradition, this I'll have to come back to you on this issue. पाकिस्तान, कविता, आपका सवाल पाकिस्तान से जुड़ा हुआ है. देखिए, ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के दरमियान आपने देखा था किस प्रकार से मुंहतोड़ जवाब दिया गया था, और हमारे तरफ से तो ये कहना है कि आतंकवाद, सीमा पार आतंकवाद बंद हो, और अपने राष्ट्र हित में हमको जो भी चीज़ करना होगा वो हम करेंगे, और उसके लिए हम हमेशा मुस्तैदी से तैनात रहते हैं. Akansha, your question regarding August 5th. First, let us focus on what's happening in Pakistan occupied Kashmir. I just told you that 90 people have been killed in the brutality by the Pakistani forces, and the international community must take and must hold Pakistan accountable for these atrocities. The other question that you had was on the Supreme Court directions. So on that, let me give you an update. This particular vessel, AGN Ragnar, it came under attack while it was leaving the Odessa port. There were 4 Indian nationals on board, and as I've informed you earlier, 2 of them are safe and 2 of them are missing. Since the incident took place, our embassies both in Ukraine and in Romania, they have been in constant touch with the local authorities, and search and rescue operations have been undertaken as directed by the Honorable Supreme Court. In coordination with authorities in Ukraine and Romania, we are making all efforts to trace the 2 missing Indian nationals. We are also in touch with the family members of these 2 Indian nationals, and we are offering all possible help. Let me also say that we attach the highest importance and priority to the safety and well-being and welfare of our seafaring community across the world. नीरज, आपने कुछ दुष्प्रचार की बात की. इन चीज़ों पे भी हम लोग, आपको जैसा कि पता है कि दोनों देशों के बीच में बातचीत चल रही है, और बातचीत एक सकारात्मक दिशा में चल रही है. कई सारे कदम उठाए गए हैं ताकि दोनों देशों के लोगों के बीच में रिश्ता बेहतर हो. उसमें आपने देखा होगा कि कैलाश मानसरोवर यात्रा हुई है, साथ ही इसमें अब दोनों देशों के बीच में विमान सिविल एविएशन कनेक्टिविटी को फिर से स्थापित किया गया है। तो अन्य इस प्रकार के बहुत सारे कदम उठाए गए हैं और हम लोग का मानना है कि इन कदमों से जो हमारा सकारात्मक रिश्ता है दोनों देशों के बीच में वो उस दिशा में और आगे बढ़ेंगे। नीरज, आपका सवाल था जो उनकी तरफ से बयान आया है उनके लौटने को लेके, तो उसमें मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि मेरे पास कोई कमेंट नहीं है उस पर कुछ कहने के लिए। और जहाँ तक मुलाकात की बात है, मुलाकात तो हुई है हमारे उच्चायुक्त की मुलाकात वहाँ के विदेश मंत्री और वहाँ के जो स्टेट मंत्री हैं उनसे मुलाकात हुई है और दोनों पक्षों के बीच में बातचीत हुई है। और जहाँ तक वो मामला इंटरेक्शन की मामला है 5 तारीख का, उसके बारे में मैंने आपको बताया कि हमारा पक्ष क्या है। चाबहार, चाबहार ऑपरेशन को लेके देखिए, जितने भी साझेदार और हिस्सेदार इस मामले में हैं उनसे हमारा संपर्क बना हुआ है। प्लीज शिखा।
So thank you for your time. Couple of questions. Number one is that our High Commissioner to Bangladesh also met the US Ambassador to India, Sergio Gore, in Bangladesh. Since the visit has happened in a third country, would you please share what were the discussions like? Was it a courtesy call? Was there something more to it? Plus, during the discussions between our High Commissioner to Bangladesh and the State Minister for Foreign Affairs of Bangladesh and other diplomats, was there any discussion on the Mongla port? Secondly,
can you keep yourself brief, please?
The Pakistani Army spokesperson, General Ahmad Chaudhry, has criticized India-Afghanistan ties, and he's also used some objectionable language. He's also linked it with religion and has advised Afghanistan to stay away from non-believers. What do we have to say? Thank you.
Please.
विनीत दीक्षित फ्रॉम न्यूज़गेट। सर, लास्ट वीक आपने बताया था कि इलीगल्स जो अमेरिका से यहाँ भेजे जा रहे हैं उसके मुकाबले कनाडा से नंबर हमें बताया गया ज़्यादा है। क्या ये बात सही है कि क्या कनाडा से धरपकड़ ज़्यादा हुई है और वहाँ से इलीगल्स को वापस यहाँ बुलाया गया है, भेजा गया है? और दूसरा, हमारे अमेरिका में जो मैजरा साहब हैं उन्होंने एक आर्टिकल लिखा है इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी के बारे में। क्या ये इंडिकेशन है कि आने वाले दिनों में अब पाकिस्तान भूल ही जाए कि जिस मौजूदा हालत में इंडस ट्रीटी है इस समय, उसका एक नया रूप आएगा बाद में? क्योंकि इस समय पंजाब के किसान बड़े खुश हैं जो इस समय पानी उनको मिल रहा है।
Okay.
So Kunal, that's from PTI. Two very quick queries. The parliamentary panel has asked India to start renewing the Ganga Water Treaty, which is, I think, up for expiration at the end of this year. They've asked India to start working on it as soon as possible without delay. So if there is any reaction on that.
Okay. Chandrakala.
Good evening, sir. Chandrakala, Republic TV. Sir, currently Nepal is grappling with its worst outbreak of communal violence in years after clashes that began during a religious procession. Any comment on that? Because 3 Hindu men has also lost their lives. So if India can comment on that. Also, one more question regarding BRICS Summit. Is there any confirmation from the Chinese side if the president would be coming to India for the summit?
Okay. Nainima.
Sir, Nainima Basu, independent journalist. Just drawing on to the last question, Foreign Secretary was there on a long visit to China. If you can give us some updates on that, and also has he come back with a confirmation that President Xi will be attending? Thank you.
Shikha, first your question regarding the meetings of our High Commissioner. High Commissioner in Bangladesh, as at other places, they have meetings of various nature. The other question was regarding the spokesperson of Pakistan. He had made certain comments. So I would like to say that such statements and comments are, in a way, it reflects the Pakistani state's insecurity and frustration over the positive trajectory of India-Afghanistan ties. Vineet, your question, we had given some details about the number of Indian nationals who have been deported from the United States. On Canada, if you want, I can come give you the update on that as to what are the numbers, etc. So I'll have to come back to you on that. Kunal, a question regarding Ganga Water Treaty. Now, there are 54 rivers that are shared between India and Bangladesh. And there is a joint rivers commission, which is a bilateral mechanism, and there are several technical level structures as well, which support discussion between the two sides on water issues. And any discussion on Ganga water treaties also will be held as part of the bilateral mechanism that we have in place. Chandrakala, we have seen some reports about certain law and order situation, and beyond that I don't have no comments to make. On your question regarding BRICS, I will have to come back to you on that. We are making preparations and we have extended invitations, so we'll keep you an update. We'll give you an update on the developments that happen on that account. Nainima, your question was regarding the visit of the Foreign Secretary. Foreign Secretary's visit. After that, we had questions here, and I would refer you to we had given a readout from this podium, and I would refer you to my remarks on the Foreign Secretary's visit to Beijing and the essential elements that were discussed during that visit. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, sorry? इंडस वाटर्स ट्रीटी, देखिए इंडस वाटर्स ट्रीटी में हमारा जो पक्ष है बहुत साफ़ है, मैंने कई दफ़ा कहा है, और उसके आगे मैं भी कुछ नहीं कहना चाहता हूँ. वो प्लीज़ रेफर टू माई रिमार्क्स दैट आई मेड अर्लियर ऑन इंडस वाटर्स ट्रीटी. You know, this treaty is in abeyance, and it will be in abeyance till such time that Pakistan irrevocably and credibly does not abjures its support for cross-border terrorism. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your presence.